All right, Shalom. First, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Machakodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. Real quick, let me do this screen share real quick. Um, all right. So earlier this morning, I was watching this video here. All right, that the elder Malcolm had done. All right, it says titled "Plagues and Pestilence Are Upon Egypt Again," and he was basically just going into it real quick. This show, what is it? Containment. I think that's the name of the show. And how in this show they had a disease outbreak, which they quarantined off. I believe it was in Atlanta, or a certain portion of it. Okay, but the thing about it was that there were certain people, okay, bringing out certain information, all right, because obviously Esau wants to control the narrative, all right, but whatever Esau would come out and say, whatever the CDC will come out and say, the police force, and they'll come out and say, well, we have everything under control. This is what's going on, so and so. We have a doctor inside who's working from the inside, and everything is good. But you had this reporter, okay, who would basically he also had people on the inside who would be recording, all right, and be bringing out information that is like, wait, the CDC and the officials are saying one thing, but this is the videos that we're seeing, and all this is showing another thing, and it was causing distrust in the government. It was causing people to be like, yo, what's really going on? So as an effect, or as a result, they cut off the power. They shut down. Matter of fact, let me see if I could play it from the brother's video. They shut down the power inside the affected area, inside the quarantined area. So as you can see here, hopefully it plays. Oh boy. Yeah, you know what? It's just gonna buffer like that. So I'm gonna just tell you what happens. So they basically shut down the power, they shut down the service, shut down it's basically like everything in there just gets shut off. All right, the Wi-Fi, the connections, they shut it down. All right, because they try to avoid the truth from coming out. You see, the CDC, all right, or your government won't tell you exactly what's going on. Why? Because they don't want to start panic. So they'll downplay the numbers. They'll tell you everything is fine when it's really not. And once the truth comes, well, they know damn well over here, we're not going to sugarcoat it. We're going to tell you exactly what's happening. We're going to tell you how it's happening, what's going to happen afterwards. All right. But they know that how do they control people? You get people to listen through fear. All right. If they're in fear, they're willing to hear what you have to say. If you so much as say, well, listen to me and you'll be safe, I can protect you, they're going to do it. But when you have other people here trying to disrupt that narrative, it affects Esau, man. So hey, man, don't be surprised, all right, especially when this is not gonna stop here. All right. When it gets super crazy, and next thing you know, the power gets shut off in certain places. All right, they literally, because it can get to the point where they can just lock down a certain area and just leave them for dead. Like they just block it off, all right, from society. And what do? They shut down the power in there. They shut down the service. Okay. So whether it's AT&T, Sprint, T-Mobile, it don't matter. Okay. They have the power to do that. They shut down the internet to avoid information from going in or out. Okay. The Lord said that he was going to hit this Egypt with the plagues of the last Egypt and then some. Okay. And one of the plagues of ancient Egypt was darkness. Okay. Now, I have here the definition of plague, all right, which I'm going to go through this 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter real quick, and you'll see that word plague come up a couple of times. All right, now, Salakia, for the screen, I know it's coming a little blurry. All right, sometimes it does that. I don't know why, but I'll just read it. So it says here, plague is a disease that affects humans and other mammals. It is caused by bacterium Yersinia pestis. Okay, that's the name of the bacterium. Humans usually get plague after being bitten by a rodent flea that is carrying the plague bacterium or by handling an animal infected with plague. And there's no wonder it started in Moab all the way in China, man, because if you look at the things they eat, they basically eat anything, you know. So these things, these rodents and wild animals that they eat could carry certain diseases and certain things. All right, and you eating that is gonna cause it to jump from animals to humans, and it's gonna spread because they travel a lot. All right, now let's get into this real quick. Second Ezra, the 16th chapter, because that's what's going. Look, man, and you just wait till they shut down the power, man. People are gonna lose their minds, like boy, you know, they're gonna lose it, man. Okay, people are in panic now, but see, that's the thing. I was watching a clip from what was it, CBS News, and he saw they like to keep you in a dumbed down, you know, state. On one hand, they're saying that, oh, this is bad because the lady that got affected in Chicago, more people will be affected in the United States. But then on the other hand, they're gonna come and tell you, it's a deadly virus, but you know the concern is very low. The concern for the United States is low. People don't need to panic. It's not an emergency. How does that make sense? You're saying it's a deadly virus. More people will get it. It can cause death. But on the other hand, you're saying it's not an emergency. So what really is it? You know, they want to keep people in that dumbed down state of mind until it becomes too late and it gets out of their hands. Then it's a public emergency, health, blah, you know, all this extra stuff. All right. Um, so it says here, Second Ezra 16 verse 1. Woe be unto Babylon and Asia, woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Gird up your loins there, gird up yourselves with cloths of sackcloth. And modern day Babylon, because Babylon, yep, like the brother put, Ahab Amar, shalom to those on the common board. Babylonian confusion, yeah. Okay, Babylon, all right, means confusion. Okay, but America is considered what? Modern day Babylon, all right, not geographically speaking, but spiritually speaking. Okay, also considered spiritual Egypt. That's in Revelation, the 11th chapter. All right, it says, gird up yourselves with cloths of sack, which is sackcloth, and hair, bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? Why? Because it's not sent. It's not a sword sent by man. It's a sword sent by the Lord. All right. A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? And we just read what a plague is, but notice how it says a sword is sent among you, a fire is sent among you, plagues are sent among you. But who's sending these? Who's sending the sword? Who's sending the fire? Who's sending the plagues? It's ultimately coming from Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, the God that is unknown to this world. Okay, the Most High and His Son, they're the ones sending this destruction, man. So you keep on believing in Jesus and sweet Jesus and praying over there to sweet Jesus. All right, picturing a so-called white man in your mind. That's no God, man. He can't save you. Number one, you're praying to the wrong person. By the time you think you're gonna try to change that, it's gonna be too late. It says, may any man drive away an hunger. Oh, Salakia. May any man drive away an hungry lion in the wood, or may anyone quench the fire in stubble when it hath begun to burn? Because if you see a hungry lion in the woods, it's not gonna be scared of you. Okay, that lion is looking at you like food. He's hungry. So it don't matter what, you done become the prey. Okay, it says, so the lion is gonna charge at you. It says, or may anyone quench the fire and stubble when it hath begun to burn. May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer. The mighty Lord, see, the mighty Lord sendeth the plagues. So these are coming from the Most High, and that's why really we're good, because if the Most High is sending it, then we're covered. All right, because we are His servants. All right, and so long as we do what's pleasing to the Lord, then what incentive why would the Lord want to destroy us when we're doing His will? All right, now real quick, I'm gonna jump to this precept real quick. Forget our labor. All right, because hey, a lot of people are about to get got, man. All right, the Most High is about to start tearing a lot of these people up. Okay, whether it's by plague or famine or whatever it is, Most High is about to start ripping these people up, man. Judgment is coming. Let me put love. Mm. Uh, I can't quite find it, but it's just along the lines of the Most High is not unrighteous as to forget our labor of love. All right, which we have labored for him. So the scriptures say, "What a man sows, that shall he reap." All right. So if you're sowing things spiritually, all right, if you're doing what's pleasing to the Lord, then when He brings these things, He's gonna preserve you. He's gonna protect you. Okay. But for those that is set to destroy, well, like it says here, verse 8, the mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? Okay. So the Lord's going to hit, and this is just the beginning, man. You got people who are scared and paranoid over just hearing this. So what are you going to do when the other prophecies that are so much worse hit this place and make this coronavirus plague look like a walk in the park? You know, it's gonna be so bad. You gonna corona what? Because this is so much that you're gonna be dealing with at once. Okay. Oh, matter of fact, let me get that. Uh, Judgment one day. Damn, man, I can't find any of these precepts. All right, let's see. I think it's in the book of Revelation. No, I'm gonna find this one. Slack it. Give me 1 second. Let me get this. Widowhood. Yep, that's it. That's it. The water, brother. Panah Ya'ala, Hebrews 6:10. For the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work and your labor of love, which ye have showed towards his name, in that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. That's the one right there. You see? So the Most High isn't going to forget you, all right, when all hell's breaking loose and you need him the most. He's not going to forget you, Why would the Most High tell you, if you serve me and if you endure unto the end, I'm going to save you, I'm going to protect you? Isaiah, what's that, 60, 65 and 12 and 13, that his servant shall eat. But if he brings this plague and he destroys everybody, then who are the servants that are going to be eating? Who's going to be drinking? Who's going to be rejoicing? Who's Yahushua going to come back to save? There have to be some people that are going to be preserved, all right, alive. Yahushua told his disciples back then that there be some of you standing here which shall not taste of death till they see the Son of Man coming, all right, in the power and glory. That was talking about reincarnation, but nonetheless, that means that that generation is back here today, but not all of us are going to die. The scriptures say, we shall not all sleep. Okay. You're going to have some that are going to be martyrs, but not all of us are going to die. And being a martyr isn't going to be, oh, I'm going to torture the living hell out of you and then kill you. No, it's going to be for prophecy's sake. Okay. For not taking the chip, for not bowing down to the system, all right, and it will be an honorable death for prophecy's sake, okay. But if that's not your lot, the Lord got you, okay. All right, let me see. Yeah. There it is, Isaiah 47, verse. Oh, this is nice right here. No, let me start at verse Isaiah 47, verse 5. It says, sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans. And yes, there will be darkness, man. There will be darkness upon, because back then the Lord sent that thick darkness. Today, damn near, there's always currently lights on, man. Everywhere, every day there's lights on, and there's always power in this society. But the Lord is going to take that out. He's going to take that out, man. Okay. And darkness brings fear. Okay, darkness brings fear, so best believe that. All right. Um. Oh, that's right. Witness unto Yahushai. Romans 11 verse 4. But what saith the answer of the Most High unto him? I have reserved to myself 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal. Exactly. So what is going to happen? And seven just means completion. So there's a certain amount of men, all right, a certain amount of the elect that are not going to give in or bow down to the society. So what's going to happen to those men? It tells you that in Second Esdras, the second chapter. All right, those that stood so stiffly, all right, for the name of the Lord's going to put crowns on our heads, man. The Lord's going to deliver us. He's going to magnify and beautify. He's going to, beautify, whatever. If that's not a word, I just made it a word. He's going to magnify and beautify us with salvation, man. All right. So keep going. Isaiah 47 and 5. Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the lady of kingdoms. All right, because as soon it's not going to be, America's going to be so bad. It's not going to be looked at as that beautiful city that everybody wants to come to. No, people are going to want to run away from this place, because a heavy judgment is going to hit this place, man. So people are going to want to flee out of this place. But guess what? A man shall desire to go into another city and shall not be able. You're going to stay in here, all right? Because the Lord going to lock down this place, and you're going to stay in here and go through Jacob's trouble, and then you're going to go through the missiles, You're going to try to run, jump in, hide in, dive in, slide in, all of the above. You're not going to escape. And people going to look over here like, no. They're going to be dealing with their problems there, okay? The world, see, the Most High, when he visits this place, he's not visiting just a certain portion. He's coming to visit the world, because wherever Esau is, wherever Jake is, wherever anybody that needs to take judgment is, the judgment is going to come and find you. All right, because hey, even in Africa, man, you got a lot of Jakes over there, and yo, they be doing some wicked ass shit over there too. And the Most High is going to get them, man. He's going to get them there. He's going to get them in Europe. He's going to get them in the U.S. He's going to get them in all the four winds of the heavens, man. And only the elect is the Lord's going. He's gonna preserve and protect and provide for them. All right. It says, I was wroth with my people. I have polluted mine inheritance and given them into thine hand. Thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke. And when Esau got us, he didn't have no mercy. All right, we were, man. Esau could care less. If he could, he wipe his ass with your face. There was no mercy. Whether you were old, whether you were a child, whether you were infant, you pregnant, it don't matter. So when the judgment comes, expect no mercy, because he that showeth no mercy, all right, there can be no mercy for you in the time of judgment. It's just right. Isaiah 47 verse 7. And thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever. Okay, that's the mindset. You got Trump coming out talking about, we're going to make America great again. So you're telling me when the Lord gave you the time to rule, you're going to rule then, and then you're going to jump into the next rulership and take that too. And that's not going to happen. You're not going to be a lady forever. You're not going to be that appeal of the world, the eye candy of the world. There was a time when in other places people would look at, they think of America and they think them calendar pictures where they show the snow, what I'm saying, or in the movies and commercials, they'll show all white in the snow, the beautiful houses, Edomites sitting and enjoying Christmas, with the drinking freaking eggnog and at the fireplace, running around, showing a nice, beautiful BS. All right. But guess what? The Lord is like, that's why he says he's going to lift up the skirt, all right, uncover the legs, make you bare, and show the stink and the disgusting things over here. I came here thinking this place is freaking gold streets and beautiful glory. Hell no. You see spit, you see shit. You walk down Manhattan, you smell the stank ass sewers. You seen all this, you're like, what the hell? This is not what I saw on TV. This is not what I saw on them calendars, man. All right. Because the Most High is like, listen, man, this place is through. That was a facade. That was that covering cast. But what? We're pulling that down. All right. What's going on here? Yep. Witness unto Yahushai, Isaiah 14 and 11. Thy pomp is brought down, pomp meaning pride, is brought down to the grave. And up it tells you in Isaiah 14, the 14th chapter, that the grave, all right, is moved up to meet thee at thy coming. So this everybody's is just ready for Esau to go down. All right. It says, and the noise of thy vials, the worm is spread under thee, and worms cover thee. Yep, that's right. That's right. Um, where's this at? Psalms 49 and 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever. That's exactly. I shall be a lady forever. And their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. George Washington Bridge, Lincoln Tunnel. All right. America, which was named after Amerigo Vespucci. Okay. Africa, Leo Scipio Africanus. Okay. Asia, which was named after Asiaticus. You have the city of Antioch, named after Antiochus. You read the New Testament, Laodicea, named after Antiochus's wife. All these different locations were put after people. All right, and primarily who? Esau. Okay. So let's keep going in here. Verse 40, verse 7. And thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart. So they didn't consider the latter end. Oh, they thought it was, Jim Crow era, Jim Crow laws. We're gonna keep these niggas here. We're gonna rule forever. We're gonna enjoy this rulership. They didn't think about what happens when judgment comes. Because we're doing this to people, and starting from the elites, they know we're the chosen people. So they didn't consider the fact that, wait, tell me, what we doing? We're doing this to the Lord's people. You know, what's he gonna do about it? You know, because at some point he's still their father. So he, you know what I mean? He's still gonna feel something. They didn't consider that. It says, neither did us remember the latter end of it. Because what does it tell you in Revelation, the 13th chapter? He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. See, they didn't think about the go into captivity part. It was just, well, we leading you into captivity. And, you know, when your time comes to rule, we just, you know, we're going to say that we equal. And, you know, we're going to do that too. That's not how it works. All right. It says, therefore, hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, because that's all you see here, man. Everything is just pleasurous activities, man. Okay, that's why these people are so stupid and retarded, because all they think about is just pleasures, and they're so consumed in those pleasures that they're blinded from the miseries that are befalling this earth. You have people even to today that don't understand what's going on. You know, virus. Yeah, I heard some virus stuff was going on. You stupid dumb idiot. You don't, you know, but they don't. We lay it to heart. You know, it's a big deal because we know what it's going to lead to. Okay. But when your Instagram gets taken away, your Snapchat gets taken away. Okay. What's that? Jacksonville, Florida, named after Andrew Jackson. Yep. That's right. That's right. Isaiah 47:1, come down. Yasharala 144 SC. Isaiah 47:1, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. That's right. Sit on the ground, there is no throne. O daughter of the Chaldeans, thou shalt be no more called tender and delicate. And that's exactly what we see happening, because nobody's going to come and defend you. Nobody's going to come and try to plead your case. Everybody, even these heathen nations are going to be witnesses against you. Okay, because you're the wicked, and the scriptures say when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. All right, so everybody's trying to get you out of here, man. Don't even your own allies are gonna turn on you. Boy, is a witness unto Yahushai, wisdom of Solomon 17:2. For when unrighteous men thought to oppress the holy nation, they being shut up in their houses, the prisoners of darkness and fetters with the bonds of a long night. Yep, that's right. That's yep. Back in and guess what? Back in Egypt, that's what the Lord did. And in this Egypt, He's going to do it and then some, because the scriptures tell you that this time is going to be a time like never before. All right. So expect to see things that you've never heard of before, and expect to feel things that you've never felt before. All right. You're going to feel emotions you didn't even know existed. All right. You're going to feel a different kind of fear. All right. So keep going. verse 48. Therefore hear, Salakia, verse 8. Therefore hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures and dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. What kind of proud ass demon says that? Because the scriptures, that's the Most High. The Most High said that. All right. The Most High says he is, and there is none else beside him. There ain't no other God beside the Most High. There's nobody on the level of the Most High, hence the name Most High. But you got Esau's demon ass, all right, who is so proud, and that's why the scriptures say that pride hath deceived thee. You know, you want to sit in the seat of God thinking you are God. Okay, well, deliver yourself from these plagues. Deliver yourself from Yahweh's return. Deliver yourself from the missiles. Deliver yourself. Okay, if you're such a God, then deliver yourself from death. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. Well, let's see what the Lord said. Verse 9. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorceries and for the great abundance of thine enchantments. All right. So the Lord is going to bring that judgment in its most perfect form. All right. He's going to bring death, Super Saiyan 4. All right. Death is going to be them death angels are going to be at their peak. Okay. And they're going to have a blast in this place, man. And the Lord's going to make a feast for the birds, and they're also going to have a blast. Okay. But all the judgments, the Lord is, whether it's plagues, is going to be the craziest plagues you've ever seen. Famines, the most severe famines you've ever had. You know, earthquakes, the most insane, tremendous earthquakes there have ever been. Okay. So like he said, it's going to come in perfection, man. The loss of children. How do you lose children? By death. How are they going to die? By judgments. And don't underestimate the level of judgments the Lord has for this place. All right. Verse 10. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. Thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee. And thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. And that's why the Most High is going to destroy your ass, man. Verse 11. Therefore shall evil come upon thee. Thou shalt not know from whence it riseth. All right. Because just like that, out of nowhere, boom, you have a whole plague. All right. And this is just conquering different parts of the earth, just like that. You know, out of nowhere, it just came. All right, we're trying to figure out, possibly came from a snake or possibly came from this. And as you're in the midst of trying to figure it out, the Lord's going to hit you with something else behind you. Oh, damn, our economy's not doing too good. All right, let's see how we can. Oh, the infrastructure is breaking. Oh, we're getting hit here. Oh, shit, power's out here. It says, and mischief shall fall upon thee. Thou shalt not be able to put it off. And you see, that's beautiful right there, man. Thou shalt not be able to put it off. So for these plagues that are coming, don't expect to try and find a cure for it. Don't expect to because it's gonna get out of hand. All right. Don't. There's not gonna be any solution. All right, for the destruction that's coming for the to this place, man. It says, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. All right. Stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be thou shalt be able to profit. If so be thou mayest prevail. So the Lord's like, I bet you think you know it all. You got your sorceries, your witchcraft, and all that. All right, so defend yourself with that. All right, you have your military weapons and all these things. That's the thing. Esau got proud because they were fighting against people that really weren't on their level. All right. But as the saying go, why don't you pick on somebody your own size? Well, when Yahushua comes back with the angels, all right, then you fight against him. And we already know how that's going to go. Read about it in 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter. Okay. So stand now with your enchantments and see if you can prevail against the Most High. All right. Because what you fail to understand is that you're nothing but a man. All right. You're the basis of men at that. It says, thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee. And the thing is, they're not going to be able to save thee. Just like Nebuchadnezzar's wise men could not break down his dream to him. All right. Guess what? Your wise men and your scientists and all these people that give you your wicked priests and all that, they're not gonna be able to save you because Satan has you deceived. Oh, do these sacrifices. Do this, do this, do that. Build this here. Set up a space force. Establish that. Make sure you do this at this time. So when the Lord comes back, you can try. No. All right. Behold, they shall be as stubble. The fire shall burn them. They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame. There shall not be a coal to warm at, nor fire to sit before it. You see, because like you read in the book of Revelation, once that seventh angel opens that vial, man, and he blows his trumpet, this place is through. It is done. You're not surviving it. There's not going to be a rising from the phoenix, rising from the ashes. Ain't none of that, man. Okay, your kingdom is going down at the very second the Most High has ordained it. It's plummeting just like that. All right, and you're gonna wait. You're gonna blink, and you're gonna open your eyes. You're gonna be in shackles. All right. Verse 15. Thou, thus shall they be unto thee, with whom thou hast labored, even thy merchants from thy youth. They shall wander every one to his quarter. None shall save thee, because when all this happens, every man shall flee into his old country. All right. Moab ain't gonna come and save you. Ammon ain't gonna come and save you. Your allies ain't gonna come and save you. All right. You're gonna be left all alone, man. So let's jump back here into 2nd Ezra 16. Real quick. Let me see what brothers got on here. Yashua 144 SC, Jeremiah 49 and 12. For thus saith the Lord, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken. And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished. Beautiful precept, man. Because if we had to go through it, and you look at the things we went through, and we still go through now, but the Lord loves us. We're his chosen nation, and look what we went through. Okay, so what do you think you're gonna go through? The Lord, you existing alone, the Lord hates you for that. Okay, so how much more for now what you've done? You're already hated by the Lord. But what kind of judgment do you think the Lord is going to give you for now your actions that you've done? See, we were punished severely for our actions, But for you're going to be punished just for being an Edomite, and then for those actions that you did on top of that, which are 10 times worse, because whatever we do, you take it over the top because you're an Edomite. Jake has a conscience, so Jake will do something, But at some point you'll hold back. At some point you'll think in your mind, let me chill. Even like for example, when if Jake is jumping somebody, they might kick him and all of that. Of course you got demons, but you don't kick him, they'll hit him and they'll be all right, chill. We're not trying like all right, that's it, we out. There's gonna be that one Jake and they're like, all right, bro, all right, we're not trying to kill him, Esau, oh boy, you forget it. He go back to the time of slavery, man. He gonna kill you, lynch you, kill you some more, bring you back to life, kill you, shoot you, rip your eye, your lungs out. Some perverse ass wicked shit, So he just takes it over the top. So how the hell you think after everything we went through, you just gonna escape scot-free? Oh no. This is just the beginning of your kingdom falling. And now that it's began to fall, it's going down, man. Fast, because that's what Yahushua said. He said, I beheld, roughly paraphrasing, Satan's kingdom going down, all right, falling like lightning, man. And you see lightning strike so fast, man. It's just like that. Damn, this connection is, oh man. So it says here, you know what? Matter of fact, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stop the screen record. There we go. Yeah, because that blurriness is just crazy right now. All right, so let me finish what brothers got on here. Obadiah 1 and 3. Yep, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Yep, that's right. 2nd Ezra 16 and 19. I'm about to get to that. Yep. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. But that's the thing, though. Though they're sent as scourges for amendment, Jake still ain't gonna repent. And not only Jake, but you're gonna have the other heathens that are gonna get it. Okay. So let's continue back here. 2nd Ezra 16 verse. Oh boy, let's see. Let's start at 8. The mighty Lord sendeth the plague, and who is he that can drive them away? And I'll read, up to like verse 17, or maybe I'll read to verse 20. All right, because if I read the whole chapter, we're gonna be here for a while. So it says, verse 10, he shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence? All right. Example, back again in Second Ezra, the 13th chapter, it tells you the innumerable multitude gathered, but after the Lord shot that laser beam from his chariot, all you could see was dust and smell of smoke. Okay, aka powder. All right. The earth quaketh, and the foundations thereof, the sea ariseth up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled. The fishes thereof also before the Lord, and before the glory of his power. Not to mention Leviathan. Leviathan's still in there. Don't forget about him. So you see what I'm saying? As one thing is happening, another thing is happening. You thinking, damn, can it get any worse than this? Yes, it can. You know. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. And that's them nuclear missiles. The Lord tells you in Joel, the 2nd chapter, all right, how they don't break their ranks. They're not going to thrust into one another. They're going to come exactly and directly to their targets, man. All right. Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. Because the Lord said his word does not come back void, but accomplish that which he sent it to. And so once he sends out that judgment, which has already been set from the beginning, guess what? It's not going to return to him. It's going to go and do what he said it should do. Verse 15, the fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plagues that are sent, the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. See, because if a mighty man pulls that bow back and he releases it, ain't no way the arrow's going to do a U-turn and come and shoot him. No, it doesn't work that way. The arrow's going to cut through the air and it's going to go and hit his target. Now picture how fast, it's like the second he releases it, the person is already shot, almost like a bullet, right? So how much force is behind that arrow going, all right, that it hits so fast, man? So if you think about how much force is behind that, how the hell are you going to stop that? And so the Lord is comparing that to the plagues that are going to be sent upon the earth. So the same way an arrow that's shot by an archer doesn't do a U-turn and hit him, the plagues that you see coming, they're not going to stop. They're not going to undo themselves. Okay? There's no undo button, all right, that you can go click. Like all of a sudden you click copy and paste and then you click delete and then the plays just delete. No. All right. Verse 17, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? Because Ezra saw this vision and he was scared, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings. Okay. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings. All right. The beginning of famine and great death. The scriptures tell you that those who survive are going to be as a drop compared to a wave. The wave is going to represent those that die, and the drop is going to represent those that survive. So really think about how many people are going to die. So when you see viruses like this break out, it's not going to be just to make people sick. It's to kill, because there's going to be a mass population decrease, man, in the coming days, weeks, and months. It says, the beginning of wars and the powers shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils, what shall I do when these evils shall come? Because Ezra knew he was going to be in this time today. All right. And it was so scary that it's like, what do you even do in a time like that? All right. And that's why you need that spirit and that covering of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Verse 19, behold, famine and plague. Famine and plague. You see how, if you notice, every time we read about famine, there's always plague next to it. Well, every time we read about famines, there's always pestilence next to it. It's like they just go together. Okay. It says, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. All right. And that's the sad part about our people. All these things are happening, but nope, all you see is just more of these provocative Instagram posts, more of this proud talk and this, nah, bro, it's not gonna get that bad. The CDC got it under control. And you know when they say that, it's not because they believe it, it's because they're in denial. They want to tell themselves that it's not as bad as it is, even though they know it is, you know. But the time is coming, man. Don't sleep on that either, man. Don't sleep on the famine, because famines will hit. Okay, all those droughts, all those the floods that happened, or what was that last year? Farmers couldn't plant their seeds and all that. Don't forget that. That's gonna come back to bite this place in the ass. Okay, so it's gonna be very, very bad, man. You suffering from diseases, you suffering from painful illnesses, and you suffering from lack of food. This place is not gonna be a pretty a pretty sight very soon, man. Okay, but yeah, that was pretty much. I'm gonna stop right there, 20th verse. It goes all the way down to like the 70 something verse, which is a good chapter to read because it's all going into prophecy, man. Okay, but let me see. I'll read a few of these. Witness unto Yahushua, Luke 10 and 18, and he said unto him, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. Yep. Psalm 64 and 6, they search out iniquities, they accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them, and the heart is deep. Psalm 64 verse 7, but the Most High shall shoot at them with an arrow, suddenly shall they be wounded. Exactly, like it tells you in the book of Job, when he is eating, the Lord's going to rain it upon him. So his kingdom is going, before you fill your belly, you're going to be cut off, man. All right. So I ended with this one here. Matter of fact, Ahab Amath, Isaiah 13 and 14, and it shall be as a chased roe and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and everyone flee into his own land. Exactly, man. Because if you got a sheep that's like freaking injured and torn up, like half of his ribs are done chewed, ripped apart. It looks like it has diseases all over it. Who the hell is gonna take that sheep and say, I'm gonna take it home and go cook it and eat it? No. All right, because it's not going to be appealing to you. Okay, so it's going to have no value, and this place is going to be just like that. Isaiah 65 and 8. This will be the last one. Thus saith the Lord, as the new wine is found in the cluster, and one saith, destroy it not, for a blessing is in it. So will I do for my servant's sake, that I may not destroy them all. Beautiful, beautiful, and that's in line with Jeremiah 30th chapter, the 7th verse. That it's Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Okay, so the Most High is going to have mercy on his elect, all right, and deliver us, Lord willing. We keep up that good fight, all right. So hey, just keep enduring, keep watching these signs, all right, and keep putting in that work, man, because very soon we're going to be able to cash out our spiritual points, all right, for that salvation, okay, and all the benefits that come with it. Okay, so with that, I hope this was edifying unto the elect. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rachakudash. Until next time, Shalom.